A very good afternoon to one and all present here. I, Professor Kavya J, Department of Commerce, HKBK Degree College, take this privilege to extend a hearty welcome to each one of you present here for day 2 of 5 days national level virtual faculty development program on harmony in education. A quick look at day 1 session about time management. Dr. P. Fatima Nancy was the resource person who enlightened us about the importance of managing time for educators, and she also taught us on how to use Quizy app tools for managing times. Moving forward to today, day 2 of 5 days national level faculty development program, I must say I am thrilled to witness such enthusiastic participants and highly learned audience gathered here to deepen their knowledge in today's topic. Today's session on the topic ICT tools for educators, effective teaching aims to bring to light various aspects associated with this topic, thereby sparkling thoughts and discussion, creating new ideas and strategies for mastering ICT tools for educators. We are fortunate to have with us today the distinguished speaker, Dr. G. Brinda, Assistant Professor, Department of Business Studies, GRG School of Management Studies, Sri Vinayagar Engineering College, who is a noted figure in teaching field. Her invaluable expertise and insight that will indeed make our exploration of today's topic a fruitful and enriching one. We welcome you, ma'am. A brief introduction about our resource person, Dr. G. Brinda. Dr. G. Brinda is currently working as Assistant Professor in Department of Business Studies, GRG School of Management Studies, Sri Manakula Vinayagar Engineering College, Puducherry. She has completed her MBA, MPhil, and PhD in Bharatiyar University. She is a university-approved management faculty and is UGC NET qualified in management. Her areas of academic interest includes marketing, artificial intelligence in management, and business analytics. With over 8 years of academic experience, she is a tech enthusiast with profound knowledge about numerous emerging technology tools. She has widely published in national and international referred journal and is presenting currently guiding 2 doctoral fellows. She is also a consultant with ELGI and has actively participated in their digital transformation project initiative at PSGRKCW. She inspires young mind to adopt new technologies. So I now request Dr. Brinda to take over the session. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Professor Kavya. A small correction. I belong to PSGR Krishnamal College for Women.
Sorry, ma'am.
NIR 4th ranked college. Okay, so hello all. I know how difficult it is to sit in front of the laptop or mobile phone during an afternoon session, but I'm going to make it as much interest as possible. So when we talk about ICT tools for effective teaching, one thing is whenever we talk about the technology or other things to handle the classrooms and to handle the classes effectively, it always adds additional burden to the faculties, which could be in terms of preparations or in searching for the content or whatsoever reasons. So I'm here with 3 different tools, which is going to ease down your work and which is going to make classroom participation more engaging, and you can save your time more effectively and use it more productively. Okay. So the first tool, I hope you all have a laptop with internet connection. Sorry? Okay. So we are here with 3 tools because we have next 1.5 hours. So I thought exploring 3 tools would be more than adequate and ideal to make this time even more effective. So I want you all to connect to laptops so that you can explore the concepts with me, explore the applications with me, so that you will get a hands-on experience. So the first thing what we are going to explore is Slides AI. It is an add-on which could be used with your Google Slides. So I'm just going to share my screen. Just
Yes,
let me
ma'am,
know
you can.
whether you are able to see my screen. Fine. Okay, thank you. So I'm just going to make use of my personal account because I just want you to tell you how to include that add-in. So the first application is Slides AI, which helps you to generate slides with the contents based on whatever inputs you give. You don't have to prepare for contents or search for contents throughout the net. And you all know about ChatGPT and other generative AI. It will pull out all reasonable information, adequate information over the internet, and it is going to consolidate all the information for you and in whatever format you have asked for. So in order to do that, I want you to open. If I'm going little fast, just let me know. I'll just slow down. So I've just opened my Gmail account. So having a Gmail account is mandatory for that. So in your browser, you can just type slides.new, SLIDES.new, and you can click enter. Once you do it, automatically it will take you to Google Slides. Or otherwise, there is another way to open it. You can go to your Gmail account. Click the Google applications where you can find some 9 dots. And there you have a drive. Just click your Google Drive. You can go to new options and then you can choose Google Slides. Both the things will give you the same results. Anyone want me to pass or can I continue? Okay. So you will actually run into a normal, simple, empty layout like this. And within this Google Slides, if you want, I'm just going to type this as ICT for education. That's how I'm naming my slide. And there is an option called extensions here, through which you have to add this Slides AI. It is an add-on which you have to integrate, embed into the Slides AI so that you can generate slides based on whatever content you want. And you can create it within few seconds. So you will just have to click the extensions and then you will have to go to add-ons and get add-ons. It will actually take you to a screen where you can find lots of apps, Google Workspace apps. In that, you will just have to type Slides AI, SLIDES AI. So you will get an add-on like this. Just click that. You have to select the first option, slidesai.io, create slides. Just click it and install it. Okay, you can just close this now. And if you go to the extensions, you can see the Slides AI add-on installed in your Google Slides. It's very simple. Initially, it will not be added, but once you install this extension, it will be added to your Google Slides. So you will just have to click extensions and check whether that Slides AI plugin is installed into it. And we have lots of options to do with this. Let's just see first how to generate slides. So I'm just clicking generate slide now. So if you are installing it for the first time, it will just ask you few things, few basic details about it. I'm just selecting some subjects randomly and I'm continuing to the next step. I don't have an invite code. Okay. So once you have installed and set everything, you will run into options like this. So once you attempt to generate slide without even giving any content, it will provide you n number of options, some 4 options. So if you have a text, if you are preparing for a class and if you are referring multiple documents, you could have selected some one paragraph from one document and some another 4 points from other document or some other points from the third document. You can consolidate that into one particular Word document, and within seconds, you will be able to generate that into a slide. You don't even have to sit, waste your time in formatting, aligning the content in Microsoft PowerPoint. All you have to do is to identify the content, put it in a simple Word document, and just click a button. Your slides will be ready. And the next option is from the topic. You can give a topic directly here in Google, and you can also provide some specifications like what aspects must be covered in that particular presentation. The Google itself will fetch the content from the internet and it will give it to you. You can edit it. If you want, you can keep the content if it is appropriate, or otherwise you can edit it. And the next one is the website link, and from the YouTube. We cannot use it right now, and this particular feature is coming soon. So in such case, if you give a website link, automatically a PPT will be generated. And using this option, if you find a YouTube link to be really interesting, you will just have to give the link and that will be created as a presentation content. First, I'm just going to try this second options, show you the second option from a topic, and I'm just going to give try now. Okay. So I'm just going to give information and communication technology, create a presentation about, I just want a presentation about information and communication technology. Additional information, I can ask the Google to focus on its importance in education. Okay. These are the specifications I have. I'm just creating a basic thing. There are lots of advanced options out there, but in the initial stage, it will be just okay if you just learn the basic concepts. So you will just have to give a title or whatever the presentation is about, and then you will have to provide a specification. And then you can choose the appearance. So you can decide whether the presentation type is for conference or educational. And by default, the number of slides will be there. If you want, you can increase it. So contents based on that number of slides will be generated. You can ask the plugin to add the title and thank you slide, and images, presentations will be more appealing if there are images in it. Okay, it's one way of attracting the students and making the students glued to your presentations. So you can provide that and you can select a style. I'm just keeping the things whatever is given as default. You can select a style and you can choose a color and you can even choose a layout types. And then you can click create slides. We will just have to wait for a few seconds. And within that few seconds, our slides will be ready. And the better part is you don't even have to have the same content, whatever the add-in gives you. You can change the contents based on your requirements even after the slides are being generated. Okay. If it is generated, you can just click OK and close it. There are a few empty slides which we created in the beginning here. And now I've just given some 4 slides. So the content for only 4 slides are given here. If you want, you can even specify more number of slides. So I'm just gonna slideshow it. So this presentation provides an overview of information communication technology. So it's telling us what this entire presentation is about. It's going to provide a definition of ICT and its importance, as we have mentioned it already in the specifications, and a few examples of ICT applications. So that's telling us the advantages of the ICT and the challenges of ICT and some future of ICT, and then the thank you slide. So if you provide more specification, I wanted to keep this presentation to be simple. So I've kept the content very minimum. If you provide more specifications based on your requirements, the slides will be created. So now, what if I want to change the content in one particular slide or the image in one particular slide? That's very easy. Okay, you will just have to select a particular slide and you should again go to the extensions. Then slides AI, we've already generated the slides. There is something called magic write. You can just click that. Once you click it, automatically box will be generated here. Yes. So this magic write option helps us to do so many things, to edit the presentation in a more appealing way or in a way however you want. Okay, so if you want to change this particular picture, you can change it. Or if you want to change this particular word, you will just have to select this. If it is a sentence, cyber security threats are always, I'm just typing it as a sentence so that I can show you how the sentence can be changed. Or always associated with the technology advancements. Okay, so I just want to rephrase this particular word. So what you can do is just click. I'm doing it again. You'll just have to go to extensions, slides AI. Then there is an option called magic write. Just select it. You will get a layout like this with so many options. Now I want to rephrase this particular sentence. So I'm just going to click paraphrase the sentence. Now you have to highlight the sentence and you have to click fetch highlighted text. Okay. And if you click that, the text will be paraphrased and it will ask us in what tone you would like to have that particular sentence. I just want to keep it professional and English. And now click paraphrase sentences. It's actually paraphrasing and it is giving you lots of options. So whatever I've given here is cyber security threats are always associated with the technology advancements. But if you could see the suggestions given by the plugin, it's the rise of technology is often accompanied by security threats, or with every technological advancements, there is a potential. So if you want to keep the meaning of the particular word unchanged, but if you want to change it to a better tone, you could easily do it just by selecting it and clicking paraphrasing options. So I just want to have this. with every technological advancement, there is a potential for increased cybersecurity threats. So you will just have to click use this. So that particular sentence will be paraphrased, changed in your actual presentation. And you can even search for icons, and if you want to fix some icons into it, you can search for citations. And if you want to edit the picture, you can do that. You can go to extensions, slides, AI, and edit slides with slides AI. Okay, so we have this particular layout here. So if you want, you can add a new slide, or you can remix the existing slide, or you can go for a new design. So I have represented this particular text in this context. So what if I want to change the layout? So you will have to, if you want to create a new slide, you will just have to create and provide a slide title. Effectiveness of ICT in classrooms. Okay. You can provide the content. And lots of layout will be listed. You can choose the one whichever you want. So you can import a particular design so that a slide with whatever contents you have created with your selected images will be created. Sorry. I think that particular option is not enabled here. That particular option is not supported here. Let's see whether it works once I import it. I'm running into some technical issue while creating it. Show side panel. Yes, this particular layout is not fitting in this, or otherwise I'll try it with this particular slide. We'll just see whether it works here. Slides. I'm just going to remix this. Using create option, you can create a new slide, and that particular option, I think it's not fitting up with the layout, whatever I have chosen, or the existing contents can be changed using the remixing slide option. Yes. Initially, it had the different format, and now I wanted to represent some information in a 3-boxed layout, and now I've got it simply by remixing the slides. You will just have to click remix, and if you want to provide any additional instructions, you can give it, and you can choose the layout from the list of options. The one which is shown as locked symbol is for premium content, but you can do so many things with the basic version of it. So now we have our slides AI add-on here, through which you can generate slides. You can go for magical write, and you can edit the slides with the slides AI. Okay, you can even export it to a video. Do you want any clarifications related to this particular tool?
Dear participants, any doubt? Any doubts over here?
Yeah, ma'am. I join in between of your session. It may be possible if you can quickly repeat it.
Yes, I'll do it. Okay. One more option I have left. I'll just tell it. So this is this particular application extension helps you to create presentations on your own. You don't even have to have a content. Okay. So whatever topic that I have chosen here is information and communication technology. I wanted to keep it simple. So for that, you will just have to open a blank Google Slides option, which is available with everyone. So after opening a Google slide, like it was like this initially. So it was an untitled presentation. Okay. So in that, you will have to go to extension and click add-ons. You will have to add this Slides AI add-on into your Google Slides. Only then you will be able to access all these things. So you will just have to go to extensions, add-ons, and just install Slides AI extension. Once you install it, you will be provided with lots of options. One is to generate slides. And in generate slides, we have, yes. Once you generate a slide, you have n number of options. So these things are not, it's coming soon, but you have 2 things. You will just have to type a topic, and you can give your specifications like whatever content that you want in a presentation. So you don't have to search for any content from the internet. The Google itself will fetch all the information from you. The generative AI itself will give you whatever information which is specified by you, which is what I taught till now. There is another option to generate the slides, which is, I'm clicking generate slides now, and yes. If you are preparing notes to take a particular subject, and if you have taken the points, content from 4 or 5 different documents or 4 or 5 different websites, and if you want to convert that into a PPT slide, you can easily do it by using this option from your own text. You just click that option, you will run into a rectangular space like this. I have a sample document here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy some content. Copy the content, whichever I have prepared for my prepared as my teaching notes, and I'm going to paste it here. Okay. Some 4 side headings. And you can choose the appearance. However you want the presentation slide to be presented, you can choose that. You can select the style, you can choose the color and layout and everything. And finally, you will just have to click create slides. It will just take 2 to 3 seconds for the Slides AI to create the style. So here you will have to understand 2 things. If you're going to the class and if you want content, you can make the AI to generate the content for you by simply providing the topic and the requirements. Or otherwise, if you have the content already in a Word document, if you have some Word content, then automatically you can copy it, paste it, and generate that as a presentation. In either ways, you can use it. And it is more simple. So I've just created a presentation file within the another presentation file. So whatever now I have typed is ethical issues in research. So this is the presentation slides which I have created with the content whatever I have given. So it is ethical issues in research. And if you could move to the next slides, it will tell whatever content I have given is represented in this way. Confidentiality, plagiarism, and everything. Okay. And what if you want to change the images? I just want a better image for this confidentiality. So what I can do is I can go to extensions, slides AI, all those options are available in Magical Write itself. Generate slides option is used to generate the slides. And if you want to edit it, you can use edit slides or Magic Write. So I have selected Magic Write, and paraphrase sentences we have already seen. You will just have to select the sentence, whichever you want to change, and you have to use this paraphrase sentence option. And there is another option called recommended images. Now I don't want this particular image, sorry. So I'm just asking the AI to provide some other relevant images. So what can be given for confidentiality? This is for suggestions for slide 12. Or if you want to type and see it, you can see confidentiality. I don't find any of these images are relevant to it. So I'm just going to type a word and see what comes here. Okay. So we are getting some images like this. Maybe I can use this. You will just have to do a single click. So what I want you all to understand is making this particular extension to create a presentation is fine. Okay. But you can always edit it with the images, whatever you want, and the content, whatever you want based on your requirements. Okay. So that's all the basic thing about this particular slides AI option. Is it fine? Any other doubts, or can we move to the next tool? It will be better if you use it and explore all the tools or whatever concepts I'm telling you so far. So only if you have a, ma'am, please text that app. It is Slides AI. So you can actually save lots of time while preparing for the content. You may not have to search for 7 or 8 websites for the content. If you have the content, that is fine. It can be generated easily as a presentation. Or if you do not have the content, that is also fine. Provide the requirements. Anyways, the contents and images are going to be generated for sure. And you can edit it based on your requirements. Can we move to the next tab?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So I'm just closing this. As we are creating it in the Google Slides, it will remain stored in your Google Drive. Okay. So I'm just closing this. Okay. And the next tool, whichever we are going to see is, it would be little interesting. We were listening so much. So we'll just take a quiz, and I just want you to understand how this next tool will work. Okay. So if you have a mobile, you can even access it using a mobile phone. Let us just understand how this particular tool actually works. And then I'll teach you how to create one such quizzes or polls. I expect the participant to participate in this particular activity, please. Only then you will be able to understand it. Okay. The next tool, what we are going to see is Slido. 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 That's the next app. The first one, what we have seen is Slides AI, and this one is Slido. So if you are not having a laptop, that's fine. If you have a mobile, you can scan the QR code, whatever is shown on my screen, or you can go to Slido app. You can just simply type slido.com in your browser. I'll just show you how that particular website works, looks. Right. Slido. You just click it, you will get a green colored icon like this. Just going to keep it down, and you will get a website like this, and you will have to enter the code here because you're all going to join as a participant. So I want you to enter the code here. The code is this one, 3391435, or you can directly join here using this QR scanner. I want the participants to I just want you to experience how this particular apps works. Okay, and my first question is, which state are you joining us from? Okay. So this is how normally it looks. You can use the same app in the classroom and you can engage the students. So our one participant is from Telangana, Punjab, and Karnataka. I'm just going to give you some more time. So this is especially helpful for the students who refuse to open up their mouth in the classrooms. It is not that all the students open up and they will be willing, interested in classroom discussions. For students like that, this particular platform like Slido will be an apt platform to share their thoughts. Okay, we've got some decent responses. Someone wants me to text the code. It's 3391435. And the app website name is Slido. Okay. So from the size of the text itself, I can tell that majority of the respondents are from Maharashtra. So this is how you can make the students also to share their ideas, and you can identify the prominent ideas out of it. Okay. I'm getting responses. Good. Thank you. Thank you. So our respondents are from Haryana, Telangana, Uttarakhand, Maharashtra, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Odisha, and Karnataka. Okay. And the best thing is, this is the basic version of this particular software. Even you can create a poll like this and get responses from your students. And you don't have to pay for the basic version. And at a point of time, you can have 100 participants to take part in the quiz. Now I can have some 100 participants to participate in this particular poll. Okay, that's the features of the basic version. So you don't have to pay any money. You can use it in your classrooms. And I'm going to the next question. So the previous question, it is an open-ended question. And now this is something different. It is a score question. So from 1 to 5, what is your energy level today? So someone has answered 5, someone 4, Okay. So the overall, you can see that the average score is also getting reflected here. The average score is 4.5. Okay, and you can see the number of participants here. I think you can see that from my screen. There are 10 participants who have entered the code and participating in this out of 50. Fine. It is a rating question which will help you to get a score out of it. And I'm moving to the next question. Okay. So this is another funny question. So it is, what is the strangest thing you ever did while attending a meeting online? Not this particular meeting, but any meeting which you have attended, and what is the strangest thing which you have? No participants so far for this question. I want you to actively participate, please. So it's a different type of question. The first one was an open-ended question, and the next one was a rating related question. And this is a different poll. Okay. So we are getting more responses for option 1. Someone worked out, someone did online shopping. Yes. Good. So you all can, while running this particular poll or quiz, you all can see what others are giving, what others in the sense, what each and every responses are getting. Okay. But if you don't want the participants to see what is actually happening, there is an option called hide results here. You can just hide it. And if you want to show the results, you can just click it. Okay. So, and there is another thing, when a participant is, if you have any doubts related to this particular question, there is a provision for you in your view, in your mode, in the user mode, there is a provision to type the question and answer. I can even click it here. No one have asked any question, so nothing is displayed here. But if you have asked a question, then automatically which will be reflected here. Okay. Again, I can go to the polls. Okay. Fine. So in my poll, I had some 3 questions. I'm just going to end it now. I'm just going to deactivate it now. So once I deactivate it, it will not be made visible to you. And I'm just going to the admin panel, which means wherever I have created the quiz. Okay. So these types of quizzes and live polls you yourself can create, and you can make the students to participate. Let me first tell you how to create one such thing. I've already created here, so I'm just going to move to a different login. Okay. So this is the thing what you will normally get when you type the slido.com in the web browser address. Okay. And you don't even have to create new account and all. It will be okay if you just have a Gmail account. Okay. Cookie settings. I'm just going to give essential cookies only. Yes. I'm just going to click login. You can log in using your Google account. A separate account is not required. So I'm just going to make use of the existing account in which I have not created anything. So your layout will be like a fresh one like this. In this particular account, I have not created anything. Maybe I can give a minute to you so that you yourself can explore it. Can I proceed? Okay.
Ma'am.
Yeah. So this is the layout. So it is called, it could be a word cloud, or whether it is a quiz or live poll. We normally call it a Slido. Okay. So there is a plus symbol here. You just click it and it will ask you like, what is the time in which you want to keep this particular slides active. Suppose if you have a class tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you can set the start date and end date here, and you can give a Slido name. Like I'm going to give it as information and communication technology. Okay. And you can click create Slido. You're just clicking the plus symbol. Yes. And you will have to click add button. There are so many things here like audience question and answer or multiple choice or word cloud. Whatever I've given, I've asked about the participants and their states. So that is an example of word cloud. So whatever responses which has maximum number of occurrences will be highlighted, which was the first question. And you can even have it as an open text. You can have a quiz, you can have a rating, you can have a ranking and everything. Let me just go with some multiple choice questions. So I just want to ask, I have some questions already. Okay. I'm just copying it from my other account. So what would you like to ask? It's something related to ICT and it's a multiple choice question. So I'm asking, what should you do if you accidentally send an email to the wrong person? So you can add options. First option is panic and change your identity. And the second option is blame it on autocorrect. And you can now add additional option. I may politely ask them to send it to the right person or send another email saying just kidding. I'm not able to disable this icon. Okay. You can just create a multiple questions like that. And if you want to add additional things, you can add. You can see that on my left-hand panel, you can see that the question got added already. Okay, this particular question is added. Now I want to add another one. Like it could be a word cloud. So I just want to ask, what is your favorite day of the week? Okay, it's a word cloud. So automatically, which will appear on your left-hand side. And you can add another question or quiz. I'm just clicking a quiz and you have to give the quiz a name. Communication. So you can click add first question, and similarly like the multiple choice, you can add a few questions. I'm going to add another funny question. So what is the main function of any key on the keyboard? I'm going to add one more option. Okay. So the difference between the multiple choice and the quizzes, in multiple choice, the participant can select whatever responses they want. But in the actual quiz, you will have to select the right answer. You will have to mark the correct answer. Based on that, it will tell the respondents whether whatever they have preferred is correct or not. So it is just very, very simple. You're just entering into this particular website and you're just clicking the add button. And in the add button, if you click it, you have plenty of options. You can ask an audience question and you can explore it on your own. I've just selected certain things whichever is used in common. It could be a word cloud, it can be an open text, rating, ranking, and everything. And if you want to see how your particular quiz is going to be viewable by the participants, you will just have to click view participant mode. So if it is desktop, it's going to be like this for them. And if it is a mobile, this particular quiz is going to be like this for them. Okay. And this particular feature of Slido is effective both in online classes and in offline classes. Even in your class, you can run something like this and you can make the students, whoever is not opening their mouth, whoever is not actively participating, to participate. It's completely possible. And after I've created some, I'm exiting the participant mode and I've created some 3 questions. And now if you want to present it, and that's simple. Your code is given here, or you can just copy a link and send it to the students through email or WhatsApp, or there is an option called present here. So once you click present, the layout, whatever I've shown you already. Will come here. You can make the students just to scan the QR code, or you can ask them to just type it and you can ask them to join the quiz. But the quiz is not yet enabled. If you want to enable it, so okay, if it is in green button, then it is disabled. You can enable it. Okay, and you can ask the questions. Now we have some 1 participant here. We have some 3 questions. And the difference between the multiple choice and quizzes, the quiz will ask for the name and it will tell whether the answer is correct or not. But multiple choice is different. It is totally based on the preferences. When a preference for a particular choice is more, that will be reflected. So the next question is, what is the main function of any key on the keyboard? You can even run a timer, which is mentioned there. So you can ask the participant to check which one is correct. So what's the main function of any key on the keyboard? It does not exist, or it initiates a dance party on the screen, or it triggers a random command, whatever it is. Okay. So if you have mentioned a time, after that particular time, the participants cannot answer the questions. And we have another questions. And at the end of it, at the end of the questions, it will tell who has answered and in what amount of time. This will actually encourage the students to participate more in this. If there are more participants like 10 or 20, it will clearly display the lists. Okay. You can even have it for class tests. And I'm just going to go back to my admin layout. Yes, in the interactions tab, you can have all the polls, word cloud, and quizzes, whatever we have created will be given here. And if you could go to the analytics, there is an option called analytics. Okay. So if you have conducted a quiz, you can export it, export the contents of it. You can download it as a PDF. Sorry. Actually, in this particular link, it's not working. You can even download it. In this particular personal account version, it is not there. You can even export the content. You can export to Google or download it as a PDF content or Excel file. Everything can be, all the responses can be downloaded. You can even share your poll insights. You can download it. All those things are possible in Slido. Okay, this particular software helps you to have the classes more engaging and participate. Any clarifications related to this particular software? And whatever I have used is the basic version. It is free, completely free. You can have up to 100 participants to participate at the same time. Okay. And if you could move to the interactions, it tells us that in a particular poll, you can create up to 3 questions. And if you add more, you don't have to upgrade it. It will take you to poll 2, poll 3, poll 4, like that. But you can create any number of questions and can have up to 100 participants. Any clarifications? Can we move to the next tool? You can activate the quiz, you can deactivate it. Lots of options are available. Yes, if for quiz, it will mention the results if you have marked the correct answer. For the other things, you will get to know. Okay, in a particular poll, you can create up to 3 or 4 questions, and you can create any number of polls. See, I'll just show you what I have already created. I have some 4 quizzes here, and in each quiz, 3 to 4 questions are there. Because we are using it for free, using this software for free. If we upgrade it, then under one particular quiz, you can have any number of questions. Here I have some 15 questions under each and every category, each and every Slido. In one Slido, you can have up to 3 to 4 questions. And you can run one after the other if you have more number of questions. Okay, we'll move to the next tool. Okay, the next tool is Padlet. Padlet. I'm going to log in from my other account in which I do not have a Padlet account. Padlet.com. This is a particular tool which I find it very interesting and which makes most of my theory classes, especially the afternoon sessions, much more interactive. And this one is the best for theory classes, I can tell you. So it's Padlet, Padlet, and it's a very simple tool. Similarly, you can log in with your Google account. You will just have to click login and log in with your Gmail account. So if you are the first time user, it will ask you. So whatever we are going to use is a free version. You can create up to 3 Padlets and each Padlet of 20 MB size, but you don't have to worry about it because 3 Padlets is almost fine for us, because once a Padlet is created, once a classroom discussion is done, you can download that as a PDF file and you can export it and delete it. You can have that as a separate copy. Okay, whenever a class is over, you can download it and have it so that you can use 3 Padlets all the time. You don't have to subscribe or go for the upgraded versions. Okay, I'm just choosing the free option. So this is the Padlet. So here, this will be effective more effective in offline and online classes as well. So here, let's just suppose if you have a particular topic to discuss in the next class, or a class which happens after 2 days, and if you want raise a question or discuss a question to the students, and if you want them to contribute it, you can very well do it. It's very simple. The app is very simple. And for all the apps like Slido and Padlet, the mobile version of it is available. So the students can very well download it and keep it. They don't need to have a laptop in the classrooms. They just need an Android mobile phone and an internet connection to actively participate in the discussion. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to make a Padlet. So this is more or less like a layout, and you have lots of things. You can create a blank board or a billboard or a blog, bulletin board, brainstorming board, timelines. So in order to keep it more simple, I'm just selecting the blackboard. Okay. So in the blackboard, let's make it more simple. And I want you all to interact. So I'm just going to have the topic as my favorite fruit. My favorite fruit. We are going to create a wall, fill the wall with the information about the favorite fruit. So this is the format. It can have sections, and you will just have to click done. That's it. Okay. And now I want to add up some more additional information. So I'm just going to initiate the discussion. There will be a plus symbol here, the yellow one. You will just have to click it, and I'm just going to raise a question to you. Tell me your favorite fruit and why. There must be some reason. Okay. And the best part of this app is, this is the way the students also will type their responses. Okay. If you have a file to upload, you can upload, or if you have a link to share, you can link, or if you would like to take a photo and attach to it, you can attach. And if you want to search for information, or I like mango, so I'm just typing mango here. So hello. I'll just have to click enter. So if a student or someone is typing a response, and if you want to attach this to us, as I'm raising the question, I don't have to attach the picture now, but I'm just telling you how to add it. So this is my favorite one, and I'm just attaching it. And I'm just typing something. I like mango because of its sweetness. Okay. And I can just click publish, which will be added here. So similarly, you can make the students to participate. For that, they can even add, if it is a topic like different types of threats to this computer system and different types of viruses, Trojans. And if you want to enhance a classroom discussion, you will just have to give a title and tell them the instructions, what is supposed to be discussed in the class. They can give a title. Say, for example, I can create a Padlet like advantages of ICT, information and communication technology in classrooms. One person can tell like engagement, student engagement, and if he finds a link appropriate, he can include that, or he can attach a photo or image, or even lots of options are there. When you click the 3 dots, so many things are there. It can be a link, it can be an audio recorder, video recorder, GIF, YouTube, location, even it fetches details from Spotify. You can just attract it. And then you can type. Students will have more interest towards the content that is provided with audio, visual effects. Okay. And they can just publish it. So another student, another participant may feel like some other thing. They can give a title and they can provide the content, whatever they feel like giving, and they can post it here. Okay. So how will you share this? How will you make a student to participate, contribute to this particular board? Okay. So there is something called share button. The second button with an arrow mark. You just click it. If you want another faculty or another person to be a collaborator, you can add it. And these are all advanced options. You can just copy the link. You can just click this particular URL will be copied here. You can send it in Gmail or WhatsApp. And if you want to split the entire class into different teams, then you can create breakout links, which means different links for different teams, and then you can send. Then submission request link, which I have not enabled. So I have just typed and enter the content. It got pasted to the layout. But if you enable this, only if you permit, you're the collaborator, you're the creator of this particular board. Only if you permit, whatever the students contribute will be pasted on the board. Okay. So in the links slideshow, this we will explore later. You can get a QR code. If you are discussing it in the classroom session, you can just show this and you can ask them to scan it. I want the participant to scan it. If any of you have the scanner, I will also share the link so that you can contribute to it, and you will see how easy it is to contribute ideas to a particular Padlet. Or I'm going to share the link in the chat box now. So participants can just click that link and you can contribute. I have not enabled any conditions here. So the responses will be anonymous also, because we are not using the paid versions. The students are not having, will not have access to the basic versions. In the sense, whatever contents they provide, it will be anonymous only. Okay, even in Slido and even here. Okay, so you can explore about the some contents. You can provide some contents about the favorite fruit and you can tell us why. And this is how you can initiate a discussion in the classroom, and you can make the students to contribute to the board. You have lots of settings here. You have to click the arrow button. And I've already told you that you can have only 3 this particular thing is a Padlet. Okay. So you can have 3 Padlets. So what will happen if this particular discussion is full of valid points? There is some option called slideshow. So you can first encourage the students to post their contents into the Padlet. And after that, maybe if it is in 1 hour class, you can enter into the class and provide them, you can provide a briefing. Participants, please attach a link or YouTube video or picture to it. Getting a picture is very easy there. Okay, so try to do it. And you can have some, in the first 5 minutes, someone is very hungry. Okay, so in the first 5 minutes, you can just brief about the topic. You can just provide them some basic inputs about it. And the students would always like to use their mobile phones even in their classrooms. You can make them, allow them to use their mobile phones productively like this. Okay, even if they have nothing to do with the mobile phones, they're always glued to it, and they will unconsciously, they will always check their mobile phones. You can ask them, maybe after 5 minutes of discussion, you can give them some 15 minutes or 20 minutes to browse through the internet. And identify the contents and post it here like this. And the best part is their names are not reflected here. It is always kept anonymous as we are using the basic version. So they will try to contribute to it. And what will happen after 20 minutes? The remaining 25 minutes of the classroom can be used for discussion. What are the points that they have discussed here, which could be easily done. You will just have to click that arrow button. And if you move down, there is something called slideshow. You will just have to click it. So this is what I have typed. So it has some 7 responses. I can move to each responses. So I can just discuss the points which were responded by student number 1. So because I like mango, someone likes mango because of its sweetness. You can move to the next response. This is irrelevant. It is related to student engagement. And the next student have said mango, but they failed to tell the reason. So my favorite fruit is apple with a picture here. And someone has typed apple, cool, and essay on apple. So whatever it is. So this will create interest among the students. And if they have provided valid points, you yourself, you are actually making them to come out with new points. You can even allow them to Google it and post the contents. In that way, they are using the mobile and also they are using it for the productive purpose. So in this way, you can do a slideshow of the entire contents, whatever is being posted by the students. And as I told you already, only you can have 3 Padlets at a time. What if you want to use this Padlet in your everyday class? So there is something called the same option, this arrow button. Go to links or share or export. You have, when you scroll it down, you will have all the options. So you can save this as an image, or you can export this as a PDF. You can export this as a handout or slides, and you can just generate. Okay, the page size and everything, all those options you yourself can explore, because lots of minute options are there, basic options are there. So the PDF is generated now. See what happens? All the responses are being generated as a PDF document. So now, if it is an important topic, or maybe at the end of every unit, you can encourage the students to have active participation. And maybe during the time of exams, they don't have to go behind the books or the PPT presentations. They will just have to go through the entire PDF. So they will easily get a glitch of what has been already discussed in the class, with lots of wonderful pictures and everything. So this is an excellent tool which I use it effectively in my classes, especially in afternoon classes. And this actually increase the student engagement to a larger extent. Okay. So these are the major options. And once you click this particular icon, there is something called a driver. When you click the dashboard, it will take you to the dashboard where you can have all your layouts. I've created only 1 Padlet here. You can have up to 3 Padlets with 20 GB each. Okay. And now, if you want to know where it is stored and everything, you can easily check here. If you share any Padlet, you can just select that. And in the gallery, when you click gallery, it will give you lots of layouts. And if you have shared the Padlet with someone, that information will be there. Okay. So you don't have to worry about it. This trial version will be more than adequate for you, because at the end of every session, you can download it as a PDF and you can keep it. And there is something called drive, which will tell you the amount of space which you have already used. I haven't saved it, so it is actually empty. Otherwise, it will tell you how much space it has been occupies. Your files have been occupying your particular thing. And you can join a Padlet by just simply, if someone else gives you a Padlet link, you can join it from here. Okay. And that's all about the Padlet. Please try to use at least this particular tool in your classroom and check whether the student engagement increases or not. Definitely it will. Okay. Any queries? That's all from my end.
Dear participants, do you have any questions? Anyone, any clarity you require on all these apps? Kindly raise your question.
Or you may feel free to contact me anytime. This is my official ID.
Dear participants, kindly take down the ID from the chat box.
There are lots of other options also. Yeah, you can get the recorded videos of these sessions from the event coordinators. And we have lots of apps like this for ICT. And I've taken these 3 apps because according to the 2024 rating, these 3 apps are most the useful apps for the faculties, because you don't have to pay much. You can utilize whatever is being given in the basic version itself. And for this, you don't have to put much efforts and all. Especially this Padlet, it will reduce your efforts. You don't have to go to the classroom and shout for 16 minutes of the session. You're just going to brief it for 5 minutes, allow the student to work on it for some 20 minutes and discuss whatever they have posted it in it for the next 20 minutes. And if they have missed out any important points related to that particular topic, you can very well explore that also. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
So we have come to the end of today's session. As we conclude this enlightening session, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the speaker, Dr. G. Brinda. I really thank you, ma'am, for this wonderful session, because all of us are only following the practical part in the classrooms, but whereas you have taught us the ICT tools, which will be very useful for the educators to be used in the classroom in order to make our classroom more interesting, more wiser, and very technology smart. I thank you once again, ma'am.
Thank you.
And I also appreciate all the attendees for their active participation. But I and ma'am have expected more doubts to be clarified. Okay, like we wanted all the participants to ask more and more doubts, because that's how we learn. So I request from henceforth, whatever doubts you have, ma'am have shared her mail ID. Kindly contact ma'am related to any doubts on this particular topic. So I thank all the participants of this particular day. And please note that the feedback link will be shared in the chat box. Kindly ensure that you fill the feedback form by today by 8 p.m. And please also note that tomorrow will be day 3 on stress management. And I request all the participants to kindly join the group for a timely update about faculty development program. And I also request participants to kindly join the Zoom meeting as early as possible so that we can start by 2:30. Thank you all. Have a nice day. Happy learning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Dear participants, kindly fill back the feedback form immediately.